Hey vloggers, I'm gonna be honest, I already did this video one time and I cried, and so I'm remaking it because I probably look like an idiot, and I don't mind looking like an idiot, but I don't, yeah, you don't need to see me cry. You don't need to see that. Good cry, don't worry. Good tears, not bad tears. Okay, I'm gonna do this in kind of segments. I don't really want to do all the questions at once because there's a lot of them. So we're gonna do this in sections, and today I'm going to answer Marissa's questions. She kind of had a lot of them, so that's fun though. I like it. I'm glad she asked lots of questions, even though we know each other. So it's kind of nice to just kind of dig down deep, right? Find out things about someone you might not know. First question, what do you regret in life? I can't say I regret anything. I am a strong believer that everything I've gone through and all the choices I've made and decisions I've made have built me up and made me into the person that I am today, and if I hadn't done those things or gone through those things, then I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't have had the chance to put the atonement in practice in my life and change. I believe that when we do things or say things or be the kind of person that we not really are, and when we go through that change, when we pick ourselves back up and apply the atonement and, you know, just kind of turn ourselves around, it helps us grow up, it helps us mature a little more, and builds us up, you know, makes us stronger, makes us a better person. And if life was just happy dandy all the time, you always made the right decisions, you know, you wouldn't be who you are, and I feel like my testimony definitely wouldn't be as strong as it is today. So, second question, who do you think you'd be without the gospel? Honestly, I have no idea. I can't imagine. My life would be an insane wreck, that's for sure. Sorry, my arm's getting tired from holding this. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I think back to the times in my life where I wasn't as strong in the gospel, and this is going to drive me nuts holding this, so we might have to move to a different location. What was I saying? Here's my bed. P.S. Pillow I sleep with every night. Body pillow. This is what I cuddle with. Couldn't live without it. Have to cuddle when I go to sleep. What was I saying? Gospel. I would seriously just be a wreck. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could live. The gospel gives me direction. I know where I will be and what I can be and what I can achieve if I do what I'm supposed to do. And, you know, my patriarchal blessing has been a huge blessing in my life. It sounds like not really an oxymoron, that's not the right word, but yeah, it's been a blessing to me. And yeah, I would be a lost, crazy person. I would have no direction in my life, that's for sure. Okay, 3, who's your hero? This is where I kind of cried, so I'm just gonna be blunt and say it straight up. 2 heroes that have stuck out to me the most have been my friends, 2 of them specifically, Tiffany first. You guys might know her. She's a blogger. She also is the founder of the Shine group on Facebook, and it's phenomenal. You should join if you haven't already. She's phenomenal. I love her. She's a wonderful person. She's human. She makes mistakes. We all make mistakes, but she is just a wonderful girl, and she's so strong and is an inspiration to everybody around her. Just the way that she is, the way she acts, the way she presents herself. She's phenomenal. I love her. And then my second hero, I would say, is Allie. You've seen probably pictures and such of her. She came into my life just when I needed her. I had prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for someone to kind of pick me up off my feet and be a friend to me when I was going through the worst, hardest trial of my life. And she's answered my prayers, and I'm so grateful for her. She's great, and I don't think I'll ever be able to repay her for picking me up off my feet and just taking me under her wing and being that friend that I needed. And we're still best friends to this day. So, those are my heroes, Allie and Tiffany. What is my biggest fear? Okay, this is gonna sound so stupid, and whoever watches this is gonna laugh, guarantee. But my biggest fear is that I will not be married till I'm like 35. That scares the crap out of me. Typically, I think people would say getting kidnapped or being raped or any of that. Yeah, that's scary. I can't imagine, but I tend not to think about that. But I'm scared I'm not going to get married till I'm super old. My goal my whole life has always been to be a mom. When people ask what you want to be when you grow up, I always said a beautician and a mom. And beautician was just kind of a stepping stone to being a mom. The reason I've always wanted to be a beautician is so I can do hair in my home when I have kids. And if my husband ever loses his job, or we need more, we're not being able to live off of what he's making, I have that under me, and I can always turn to it if I need to. So my biggest fear is I won't be a mom until I'm older. And I want to be there for most of my kids' lives and my grandkids' lives. My mom wasn't married till she was 30, so, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to wait that long. It just might not be in your plan, but my biggest fear is that that's my plan, is that I have to wait till I'm really old, and I don't want to do that. I don't mind waiting. I'm fine how I am right now. I don't mind waiting, but I just don't want to wait till I'm 30, because that scares crap out of me. 25 is probably pushing it. That sounds really terrible. Oh, that sounds terrible. And only in Mormon Valley, Utah is that normal. But anyways, moving on. Have you ever witnessed a tragedy, and what happened? Can't say I've witnessed a super, a life-changing tragedy, I guess. But I guess the biggest tragedy to me is seeing people I love, people I'm close to, kind of fall away from the gospel and lose sight of their eternal perspective. If that makes sense. So, I love them all. I'll never stop loving them. Ever. I'll support them in their decisions, but to me it's a tragedy. I want to be with my loved ones forever. I want them to want to be with me too, but, it's their choice. I love them anyways, so. Next question, do you believe in love at first sight? Why or why not? Yes and no. I think it really depends on the situation. I think you can love someone the first time you meet them, I don't think you can be in love with someone the first time you meet them. I think to be in love with someone, you kind of need to know their faults and the things they struggle with, because you need to learn to, you can't be in love with someone unless you accept that and accept their faults and the things they're not perfect at, because we're all not perfect. And, you know, being in love with someone and being in a relationship takes a lot of sacrifice and compromise. And you can't do that the first time you meet someone. That's just how I feel. How do you feel about politics? Who will you vote for and why? Politics are boring. I hate them. I wish that this country would just agree on things. And, you know, but everyone has their own viewpoints. Everyone has their own ideas of how we should live, the things we should do. I'm definitely Republican. I don't believe in abortion at all. No matter how it happened, how pregnancy happened. I believe that adoption is a lot better than abortion, because that's a life in there, and I know people will argue and say it's not, but that baby's moving from the time it's conceived. And so it's breathing, it has a heartbeat, it has a brain, it's developing, it's growing. If it's growing, it's alive to me. That's a human life in there. And I believe that every human life has a chance and deserves a chance. So adoption is much better than abortion. All the way. Who will I vote for and why? Mitt Romney, because obviously our country hasn't done very well under the Democratic reign, I guess. Not a fan. I don't know too much, but what I do know I'm not a fan of. So, Mitt Romney, all the way. And, you know, I mean, of course, he and I have a lot of the same beliefs. He's Mormon. He believes a lot of the same things I do. He has the eternal perspective. And obviously, I agree with that. So, what's your favorite movie? I have a lot of favorite movies. A lot of them. I love movies. I'm a movie person. I could watch a movie every night. I love them. They're just great. And my favorite, though, the one movie I'll never get sick of is Charlie. I'm excited for the encore, August 11th, midnight showing. If they're having one, I'm going to be there. You can count on that. Yeah, I just love it. I love Charlie and Sam's relationship. It's just, I don't know, it's just a happy movie. And kind of watching Charlie go through that conversion, it's just so cool. And I hope my husband and I have that silly kind of relationship. The scene from the grocery store, fighting over changing diapers. It's great. I love it. It's gonna be me one day. Just wait. So, yeah. Favorite movies. Tons of them. Charlie's probably my number one. My dad actually bought it for me the day my bird died. So, because I was really upset, and so he said, let's go buy a movie. And I said, I want Charlie. So we went and bought Charlie. And I watched it probably every day for a good 3 months. So, love it. Never get sick of it. Have that thing memorized. So, yeah. Next question. This one, actually, it's the last question. It's kind of just for Marissa. It's kind of an inside joke, but I went to hair school with Marissa, by the way. We also went to the same high school, but we kind of got to know each other better in hair school. So, her question, do you still believe I'll get married before I'm 21? Yes, Marissa. You will. Maybe not married, maybe not. You'll definitely have a ring on your finger by the time you're 21. You'll definitely have a ring on your finger within the year that he gets back, if it's meant to be. So, which I'm pretty sure it is. Unless there's things I don't know. But I haven't been with you at school for almost a good 6 months. So, yeah, you'll be married by the time you're 21. Count on it. It's happening. You might want to start planning now, because, you know, it's only like 2 years away. Anyways, so there is my first segment of the question answering, and hope you enjoy. Hope that you stuck through this video this long, because hi, this is 15 minutes long. Who knew I could talk for that long? I didn't. Actually, I did, but to a camera, no. I don't typically do that. I'll run my mouth all you want in person, but to a camera, that's just weird. I feel like I'm talking to nobody, which I am, but I'm not, because I'm talking to you. Anyways, so, yeah. Happy Sunday, kids, and catch you on the flip side.